Examination of more cartoons than animation.
That is filthy. That is filthy as fuck. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Broadband and I'm back again with another banger. Today is the day, man. Today is the day that y'all been waiting for, man. I said I wouldn't be able to react to Infinite because I heard the song before. It's actually one of my favorite Eminem songs that I know about. Today is the day that I'm going to be doing a lyric breakdown on the entire track, alright? Make sure y'all light this thing up. Make sure y'all view this multiple times because several people asked me to break down Infinite, alright? So today is that day. Without further ado, let's get into the music, fam.
Oh yeah, it's Eminem, baby. Back up in that motherfucking ass. One time for your motherfucking mind. We represent the 313. You know what I'm saying?
Right off the bat, the first thing you notice is that his sound, sonically, it sounds different than Biterphobia. You know, this is 96. It sounds like AZ. It sounds like an AZ and Nas track, to be honest. The sample that's used, the drums that are coming up, it sounds like an AZ and Nas track. It also sounds updated and you know, fresh, and it sounds current within the time period. 96. It definitely sounds like Eminem was on the verge of finding his sound as an artist. Also, I believe this is the first track that he used the name Eminem spelled out that way instead of M and M, like the candy, you know. So let's get into the track.
They don't know shit about this. For the 96. Hey yo, my pen and paper cause a chain reaction to get your brain relaxing. A zaniac, the maniac in action. A brainiac in fact, son. You mainly lack attraction. You looking zany whack with just a fraction of my tracks run.
Alright, so he starts off the track by saying, hey yo, my pen and paper cause a chain reaction. So get your brain relaxing. The zaniac and maniac in action. He's using Aniac, like he's using the rhyme scheme. Like this is why people say that Eminem's one of the greats, because his rhyme scheme is so complex. My pen and paper cause a chain reaction, so get your brain relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Like zany acting, maniac in action. But the way he's able to flow it and piece it all together, that makes him... Listen, man, he was really in his Duffy, bro.
My rhyming skills got you climbing hills. I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I'm climbing groups of roaches with spray to disinfects and twists and X of rappers to this spinal column disconnects.
In that first 4 bars, he mentioned that just a fraction of his tracks run. And then the run is used as the carryover to my rhyming skills got you climbing hills. Meaning that, you know, we on different levels, bro. It's gonna take a lot to get to this level. You feel me? And travel through your mind and spine like siren drills. Then he goes further deeper into his rhyme scheme when he's like, I'm sliming grills and roaches with spray that disinfects and twisting necks of rappers till their spinal column disconnects. Again, a really filthy ass bar, bro.
With this and that and check the monologue. Turn your system up, twist them up and indulge in the marijuana smoke. This is the...
Alright, so he says put this in decks and check the monologue. He's talking about putting in the tape deck, put the CD in the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the CD player. Turn your system up, twist them up, and indulge in the marijuana smoke. You feel me? And then he goes into the next line saying this is the season of noise pollution, which the marijuana smog mixed with the system, the tape deck that you've already, the radio that you've already turned up in your car. It's combined noise pollution. That's up there. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty elite.
The season for noise pollution, contamination, examination of more cartoons than animation.
That is filthy. That is filthy as fuck. At first, he says this is the season for noise pollution, contamination, examination with more cartoons than animation. Again, goes back to that. He goes back. This is why he's so in depth, because he goes back and he references the put this in your decks line and check the monologue and turn the system up. He references that line 4 lines deeper. He uses that as a reference point to get to his final goal with more cartoons than animation. That's a fucking bar. That's a double entendre. Cartoons than animation. Like cartoons as in the radio. Cartoons like, fam, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Emanation of narration. Hit snare and bass in a track for duck rapper interrogation. When I declare invasion, there ain't no time to be staring gazing. I turn the stage into a barren wasteland.
Okay. That last four, he says, my lamination of narration hits snare and bass. Basically, he's a poet. He tells his story through the beat, pretty much. That's what he's saying. On a track for duck rapper interrogation. Meaning that, like, all these other rappers, they can't hold a candle to me. They can't pick up my jock strap. You feel me? And then he says, when I declare invasion, there ain't no time for staring gazing. I turn the stage into a barren wasteland. Meaning that when he on the stage, or when he's on the mic, there's no one that can compete with him. He's infinite. And he ends every verse by saying, I'm infinite. Okay, so we're gonna get into the chorus.
You heard of hell when I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite.
He said, because he starts off he ends each verse with, I'm infinite. You heard of hell, well, I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. First off, that's disgusting. I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. Like, he's making another attempt at attempted murder of the instruments that he was already in hell serving a sentence for. Like, it's just such a layered ass bar, bro. That shit is crazy.
So I can beat the sense in your elite defense. I got some maintenance, fruit is stomping into featurings.
Okay, bust it. I let the beat commence so I can beat the sense in your elite defense. Beat commence, beat sense, elite defense, meet demence. Crew to stomp, feet to rinse. Like, his flow, again, he's using those two words that are next to each other to bounce off for the next stanza, for the next bar. That's crazy. That's a crazy ass rhyme scheme. Because usually, you can tell he writes his music in a complex way. Like, he thinks of words to rhyme, and then he goes off the words that rhyme, and he just spits. You know what I'm saying?
I greet the gents and ladies, I spoil your loyal fans. I foil your plans and leave fluids leaking like oil pans. My coil hands around this microphone are lethal. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people.
I foil plans and leave fluids leaking like oil pans, meaning he might leave your girl leaking or he might leave you leaking. That's double meaning type shit. Like, and then he says, My coil around this microphone is lethal. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. Meaning that he's so complex with his rhyme schemes. He's so complex with how he develops his rhymes and how he says his words that he's unmatched, like I said.
MCs are feeble, I came to cause some pandemonium. Battle of pandemonium, MCs a stand-alone one.
Alright, he's after that bar, he's basically saying that, you know, he will battle he'll take on all comers and he'll come out on top.
Imitator, intimidator, stimulator, simulator of data, eliminator, there's never been a greater since the burial.
Alright, so with that scheme, he was just basically imitator, intimidator, stimulator, simulator, data, eliminator. Like, he's basically, again, using those words that rhyme, you know.
Jesus, fuck around and catch all the venereal diseases. My thesis is smash stereo to pieces. My acapella releases classic masterpieces through telekinesis. It eases you mentally, gently, sentimentally, instrumentally, with entity, dementally, meant to be infinite.
Okay. He ended that one so cold because the way he chopped up his words, alright, fuck around and catch, there's never been greater than since the burial of Jesus. That is, yeah, that means he the coldest motherfucker to walk this planet since Jesus H. Christ. Alright, fuck around, catch all the venereal diseases. My thesis was smash the stereo to pieces. You know, when he spit like complete flames, it might fucking damage your stereo system. Alright. My acapella releases classical masterpieces through telekinesis. It eases you mentally, you know, through psychoanalytic powers, or through his rhyme scheme. He is able to reach the masses and program into your mind. Then he says, gently, sentimentally, instrumentally, with entity, dementedly. He honestly just showcases his rap skill.
Man, I got evidence, I'm evidence, and I've been clever ever since my residence was hesitant to do some shit that represents the MO.
Alright, he says, man, I got evidence, I'm nevidence. I've been clever since my residence was hesitant. Meaning that he moved around so much as a child. Like, he's been nice since he moved from MO, which is Missouri, or Motown, you know, as in Detroit, Michigan. Like, he moved around he used to move around so much, his residence was hesitant, you know. He was talking about basically his evidence that he was never dense is because he's always been a skilled rapper, you know.
I'm assuming all responsibility, cause there's a monster within me that always wants to kill MCs. Mike Nessler, slamming like a wrestler, here to make a mess of a lyric smuggling embezzler, no one is special.
He says, Mike Nessler, slamming like a wrestler, here to make a mess of all the lyric smuggling embezzlers. Alright, so that embezzlers, they steal jewels, you know what I'm saying? They steal. So lyric smuggling, that means they biting lyrics, they swagger jacking, you know what I'm saying? And back in the 90s, it was completely out of pocket and out of bounds to swagger jack, unless, you know what I'm saying, you were Vanilla Ice. But we gonna get into the song.
One is special, my skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, acting fool, then I send it through back to school. I never backed the tool, the practical. It wasn't practical. I'd rather let a tactical tackle practical.
He says, no one's specialer, my skill is intergalactic, I get cynical, active fool, then I send a crew back to school. I never packed the tool or acted cool, it wasn't practical. Meaning he was never the tough guy, he was never like, you know, on no rah-rah shit, pretty much. I'd rather let a tactful track tickle your fancy, meaning that he would rather kill motherfuckers with his rhymes rather than literally kill a motherfucker, despite what his lyrics say about him kidnapping motherfuckers with chainsaws and revving up the chainsaw, but nah.
Fancy, in fact I can't see or can't imagine a man who ain't a lover of beats or a fan of scratching. So this is for my family, the kid who had a cameo on my last jam, plus the man who never had a plan B.
Alright, he says, in fact, I can't see or can't imagine a man who ain't a lover of beats or a fan of scratching. Like, he can't imagine himself not being a fan of the rap music, and he's a true student of the game and a true student of the arts. He says, so this is for my family, the kid who had a cameo on my last jam, plus the man who never had a plan B. He's basically saying this goes out to the people, including himself, that he knows that never really had a way out, never really saw education as a way out. Their only way out was rapping or drug dealing or shit, or they didn't escape. They were in the same space, same predicament, you know.
Be all you can be, because once you make an instant hit, I'm tense to bit and tempted when I see the sins my friends commit. I'm infinite.
Alright, so in that very last bar, he says, be all you can be, as in a carryover off of Plan B, be all you can be, because once you make an instant hit, I'm tensed a bit and tempted when I see the sins my friends commit. Meaning, he's tempted to live a life of crime because of what his friends are involved in. But he knows that he could be a hit rap star one day. And I'm glad he had that potential and he had that confidence in himself. And then it goes back into the hook. So ladies and gentlemen, that has been the song Infinite. Hope y'all like it. Like that bitch up, man. I'm gonna put all y'all comments somewhere in the video, man. Somewhere in the fucking video, I'm gonna put all the comments, or a good portion of them, because there was a lot of them, you feel me? But that has been the lyric breakdown video on Infinite. Thank you guys so much for checking me out. You know what I'm saying? And until next time, we out of here, you feel me?